on the quest for good content. What's good? Welcome to another installment of Song of the Week. I'm one of your hosts, Bill Farrow, here with the founder of the channel, Jordan Bell. Y'all know who we are. We're very excited to be sitting down with one of the most prolific up-and-coming hip-hop talents out of Louisiana and New Orleans specifically that we've seen in a while, coming off the momentum of 2 album releases this year alone. Welcome to Louisiana Volume 1, and pardon me, I'm different with the PJ Morton. It's great to be sitting down with Lareezy. Lareezy, thanks for coming through. How you been?
Super fantastic. Welcome to Louisiana.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You've been pumping out a lot of music lately, man. How's that going?
Fun. It's just great to make something, make sound from silence, you know, and just put it out there into the world. So it's been a good time.
Yeah, you just did the album with PJ Morton, Pardon Me, I'm Different, which is fire.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's a classic project right there already.
We made that in like 3 days.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? How'd you link up with PJ?
He just hit me up on Instagram one day and was like, I want to do something with you. And then he was like, I want to produce this rap project and I want you to be the rapper for it. And I was like, okay. And then we just went out to, it's called Bogalusa, Louisiana. He got this big old like studio in the country. And I was out there for like 3 days and that's how we made the project.
Okay. Yeah. So you make it's a quick turn on a project, really. How much of that are you writing in the moment versus how much of that you got loaded up just because?
No, that was all in I didn't take nothing from home there. It was just all.
Let's see what happens.
Sleep, eat, breathe music, cool. You know, and I think, you know, when you're working with someone of that like high caliber, high skill, you just trust, you know what I'm saying, their skill set. Like PJ been doing music forever, so he can make that many beats in 2 minutes if he wanted to. And it's like, the beat's good, I'm gonna just keep writing, you know, so. Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, good finds good. Right?
Yeah,
Beat good, the lyrics are good, so you get something good.
Yep.
Ah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So something I mentioned, something Jordan alluded to, and what you just displayed, prolific, right? But the albums are condensed, they're focused, they're tight. How do you maintain that kind of output? It's not easy, and every artist has their own routine and rituals, but talk to me a little bit about how you stay disciplined enough to be that consistent and have releases so your fans are always up to speed and up to date with the current version of you.
I think I just care. You know, I look at the people that I'm inspired by the most, Kendrick, Tyler, Kanye, and based on their projects, they care. Yeah. And you can tell it's not just songs put together. It's a world. It's a time capsule of their human experience, and they're putting it in the most artistic way they can. And I think that's just the level of artist I want to be. So I'm just starting early, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing it now, and I'm like, no, every song is intentional. Every second is intentional. There's no wasted line, no wasted word. Everything is thought out from the beginning to the end. And it's a true art form. Like, it's always really a passion, and I really just care. I want to make something that is timeless.
Definitely.
How'd you get into making music?
A girl broke up with me, and I was 14, and I just wanted to make a song about it. I was hurt. And I remember I was saying I wanted to be a rapper, like, because I was, like, watching NBA YoungBoy, and he was, like, super inspiring to me. And I was, like, that moment when I was just super hurt at 14, I was like, I'm going to make a song about this. So I went, figured I was going to record at a studio, but then, like, the engineer had moved to something like that. So then I was like, I need to just record myself. It was, like, this burning desire to just lay my voice down. And my dad bought me a blue snowball microphone from Best Buy. I took my mom's old work computer, and I recorded on Audacity. Very interesting platform, to be recording on. And it was a YouTube beat, and I put the song out. My friends said they liked it. So after that, I was like, oh, yeah, like, I could do this. Like, I'm a rap. Like, the idea of making songs and putting it out was so cool to me. I was recording in the closet. It was super hot, but it was fun. It was different. So,
were you writing poetry or anything like that before, or you just jumped in?
I was no poet. And, like, I think everybody ideally want to be a rapper. I was just, like, dancing, but I was just, like, a regular kid. Like, I just wanted to rap. It looked cool, you know? So I was like, let me do it. But I was like, if I do it, I don't know, something told me if I do it, I just had to be different. Like I had to just be myself. Like I knew at 14, I wasn't a gangster. Like I was not trying to fight nobody. So I was like, I just have to be different, and I think it'll work. So
That's what's up, man.
yeah,
That's very cool. I always ask people, because I'm very curious, like especially you, you're a lot younger than Bill and I. What type of music did you listen to growing up?
I was listening to whatever was popular. Like, let me think. It depends on the age. Like when I was probably in elementary school, it was Lil Wayne and Drake, Speaker Knockers.
Oh
I
yeah.
was bumping that heavy. Speaker Knockers, and you know, on the ride, that was probably what I was searching for. On the ride to school, my mom was playing like Erykah Badu and Kim and Jill Scott and, you know, reggae music, stuff like that. But I was searching for like Meek Mill, Tony Story 2. You know, that's what I was looking for. That was like elementary school. Like middle school, I was listening to Lil Uzi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lil Pump, Smoke Perp, Famous Dex. Who else? That whole era, Lil Yachty.
Yeah.
Yeah, so really,
it's not backpack rap. What would you call that?
Well, it's definitely why we're in the thick of the blog era.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I was thinking
And
for.
it had all these different subgenres and textures. It's a different style than you, but I can definitely hear some of that energy, that focus, that passion.
It was more so what was popping. Like, I guess because I think we were like, I guess in New Orleans, we would probably listen to ideally what New Orleans would be listening to. So, you know, like we listening to bounce music, whoever the local artists are, like, you know, Jigga Money and Nino Calvin and things like that as we coming up, B2Y Youngin. But it was like, I don't know. I don't look at it as like they were inspired because it was just hype. Like, we was just like, oh, Ray Shrimmer up like Donald Trump. Like, that was just what was popping. Like, I think I used to play the game a lot. So, like, watching those 2K videos. And they was putting these songs like Lil Uzi and stuff like that over the mixtape. And we were just bumping that G Herbo, Young Boy.
Yeah. I was big into G Herbo for a while. G Herbo
that
was tough.
album with I think it's Humble Beast. I don't know, but it's the one with Man Now and Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on that.
Yeah, for sure. No, that was good stuff.
Yeah, definitely. That was like 7th grade, so.
Okay. Yeah, see, you're aging us here because I was not in 7th grade when that came out. I was much older than that.
Yeah, that was funny.
No, it was good stuff though, for sure. Tell me a little bit about New Orleans. Like, I can hear it in your voice, like you can hear it in the music. Tell me a little bit about what New Orleans means to you and like how it influences the music.
Yeah, New Orleans is very colorful, I think. It's very soulful. It's just it like rhythm is in the air, you know, and for me, I think just capturing that and putting it on music to a world that may not be familiar with it. In my world, because I'm from New Orleans, so it's like I don't necessarily listen to bounce music every day, but the world may just perceive like New Orleans as like bounce music, the Hot Boys. But it's like, no, there's a whole nother world, but it's still with a rhythm as well. So I think for me, I'm just like, I just want to show people what it's about in this new light. And yeah, I love it. You know, the food is great. It's kind of slow, but it still got a pace. You know, you could get to wherever you got to go in 10 minutes. I got here in 10 minutes.
There you go.
You know, it's just, I love it. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm getting the picture. Now let's get a little bit more granular. Let's talk about the content of the music, right? A high degree of self-awareness, everything from talking about mental health, therapy, the emotional aspects. The first song you ever made was off Heartbreak, so there's like a real emotional connection. Talk to me about being that vulnerable in a time where clippability is everything. So somebody's could be pointing the finger, laughing at or laughing with. But like, talk to me about your comfort level developing that, talking on some of the subject matter that isn't fully explored in hip hop and is definitely being developed with a little bit of our generation and your generation and momentum.
I think it's more like my development as a man.
Yeah.
I'm forced. I don't even like try to be like, I'm about to be vulnerable. It's just like, I call them song revelations. Like, it's more like you hear the beat, and then the beat makes you say these things, and I think it would be like important. It's just because it's human, you know. And to me, I think it's just what I'm best at. I can't act like gimmicky or like try to be a rapper. I'm just a human expressing my experience on these beats, and I rap. You know, like so I'm just going through real life, and like I don't know how to like paint, or I don't know how to like tap dance, but I know how to rap. So it's like if I knew how to paint, it'll look like whatever Louisiana look however it look on painting, you know. But I know how to rap, so it's like that's the way I'ma express my experience. And I realize a lot of the artists that we love, their music is timeless. It is the vulnerable. It's the human music. Like Lauryn Hill album is, you know,
to this day,
it's human, and it's. We can even go back to like Marvin Gaye, Donny Hathaway, Michael Jackson. It's timeless. It's human music. When it's human and it's not of the trends, it's forever. You know? So I think about that a lot.
Yeah, you mentioned Kendrick being an inspiration, and I remember when Black Hippie was just getting started, they had like human music on shirts and human music, and like, you know, referencing a couple other their songs. But that's like where the strength is. The foundation is my experience is my experience, right? And how could I be anything different?
Exactly.
Or I guess how could I even be disingenuous to the things that have sculpted me?
Yeah, it's like your life experiences force you to talk about it. You can't. You're gonna be bottled up like with all of this. Oh my gosh, I just seen a baby on the street in a diaper, and a person like me as an artist, I'm like, why is the baby on the street in a diaper with no shirt or shoes on? Okay, what is the parents like? Okay, how did the parents get like this? Okay, what is the environment of the house? You know what I'm saying? I'm going through all of that as I look at a baby. And then when I'm making a song, if that's on my mind, I can't say, I'm richer than everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not, I just seen this for a reason. Like, it's my obligation as a human to express what I'm seeing in my lens, you know? So,
of course.
Bro, you're young. Like, I hear wisdom in your music. I hear wisdom when you talk. I think you turn 21 next month.
Yeah,
like,
September 9th.
Where does the wisdom come from? Like, most people your age don't have that wisdom in their voice and their music when they rap, and you have it. Where does that come from?
You know, I don't know. I think I was just born with it. Like, I'm the oldest sibling. I got 3 younger brothers.
Okay.
My mom and my dad divorced when I was like 4, so I was like an only child by my mom. So trying to be like the man or trying to be whatever, like
I know that feeling well. My parents, same thing. So I know that feeling well.
So it's like, and then you like talking because you got to go back and forth, communicate and stuff like that. So I think like the circumstances and then the work ethic has also gave me a lot of wisdom, because I find myself to be a better human the more I express my life on music, I guess. So it's like I grow as a man, as a young man, the more music I make. And like I could easily point at something someone's going through is because like, oh, I just expressed that through rapping, but like I know what you're talking about. So I think just the work ethic kinda and everything else in life. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just got it.
Do you read a lot?
I do. Yeah, I do. I try to make myself read. I read probably more than the average.
Yeah, I can, again, because like you can hear it in the music. One of the things that I took note of is like you rap about civil rights activists, and like you mentioned, I know there's one song where I think you mentioned Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, and Martin Luther King. And then I was telling you before we started recording, like I watched a documentary. And like I think I saw there was a couple books up on the wall, and I'm like, man, this dude is reading. Like he's tapped in. Like there's something like
tapped in.
Yeah, like you have a thirst for knowledge. It seems like.
Yeah.
Where does that come from?
You know, it's kind of I have my grandpa is like 86, I think, and he got buku books, and he always tell me like he read a book a month, and it's like you can't stop learning. Once you stop learning, you turn to like a vegetable. Because like, what's the point of living if you're not learning something new? You know, like it makes you more excited as a human. And I remember when I graduated high school and I didn't go to college and I was at home, I said, I think like I wasn't learning anything, and like I could hear when I spoke to people. And I was like, I need to read more because if no one's forcing you to learn, then what? Like you have to have that intention to learn to be better. So I just want to be good. I want to be smart, like yeah, who wouldn't want to be smart?
Of course.
Like
Yeah, for sure.
it's powerful to the mind is so powerful. So yeah.
Any of those books stick out to you that you've read?
Um I love The Secret. That's one of my favorite
I'm
books.
not hip to that one.
The Secret, it just talks about like law of attraction.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say Stillness is Key is one of the ones I'm reading right now. The
Mhm.
Alchemist.
Yep.
I've got that one. That's on my list.
Yeah, The Alchemist. What else? Rich Dad Poor Dad. I haven't read. I've read a good amount of books, but not like I haven't gone too deep in yet.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm on the surface right now, but those are a few.
And you're a
though.
busy guy.
Yeah,
You're doing a lot of shows now.
Yeah. I think for me, it's like I also learned just through real life as well.
course.
But yeah, those are some of my favorite books, though.
Yeah, but and like I said, you can tell. Like I said, when I listen to the music, I'm like, man, this dude is reading. Like there's a lot of knowledge packed into these verses.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So we're reading, but there's like that sound piece, right? And you produce some of your own tracks, right? What's your like favorite sounds to use right now? I've noticed some brass. In the Song of the Week clip that you interacted with, it was like that contorted vocal of the run around, right? So are there is there like a signature? Is there something that sounds better to you than others? Because for me, just to give an example, bass guitar. Like if I hear that like swampy, earthy element, I'm like in, which is like part of one of the songs I picked on you. So I'm curious.
Think for me, it's probably the turnaround at the end of a sample. I think if it feels like if it dun dun, like if it's something like dun, because I know like one of my favorite songs like I Want You Back, and it's like dun 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 dun, like that feels so good. So like for me, if it got I like a good turnaround. But sounds in particular, lately, I've been trying to do more like instrumental samples, not vocal samples as much. Just trying to get better at my songs not being like it can be sample based, but not like I don't know how to explain it. Not like I want I want to like be able to I don't want it to be like the sample carries me, like carries the song. I want like me to carry the song with a sample that supports, not over carries. So yeah.
Cool. I love that. Are there any producers who, more or less you model your game after? Like, oh man.
Oh yeah. Kanye.
I figured. I hear a little bit of that.
Tyler.
Yep. Okay.
I think cause from Tyler I think about like I say something in a song like I'm focusing on life, and then I put a bird chirping to like, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Something
the environmental aspect.
Yeah, the environmental. Who else? I think that might be it right now. I think like a lot of stuff that just knock, like a lot of trap, like all of trap hits. You know what I'm saying? I love when you just boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying?
Like
when
it's
knocking. Yeah, so like
the heartbeat, man.
Yeah, so wherever I get that from, I think that kind of everything, like everything really is inspiring. You know?
Well, that's a great answer because in a way it goes back to your curious and learning spirit. Like everything should be at least interesting until it's not.
Yeah, because it's like The Alchemist, like and Freddie Gibbs, they just dropped the project, and it's like, how is he doing this? And then like I try to do my own version of like what The Alchemist is doing. Like I'm trying to, like for example, like the song on Louisiana, Party in New Orleans, is me trying to be like Manny Fresh and Birdman. And they song Still Fly, Gator Boots. So it's a part like that. But I'm like, how do they do this? And it feels so good. Let me try that. So yeah.
I think I posted that song on our Instagram this morning. It's a fun song.
I appreciate it.
What about performance-wise? Like, are there people that you look at with their performance style that you kind of have tried to model after or take a little bit from? Like, you talked about Tyler a couple times. I know Tyler's on tour right now doing a bunch of cool stuff. Are there people whose performances you've looked at and be like, man, I want to take a little bit from that, or you just appreciate it?
Yeah. I'm a studier. I study everybody.
Yeah.
I don't have a TV in my room, so it's like in my spare time, I'm just watching performances and interviews. Kendrick, amazing performer. I would say Tyler, um, Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
James Brown.
Yep.
I think it's just the intention of like giving a feeling, I guess, and looking like the music, you know,
Yep.
like my
That's
body kind of feeling like the music.
Again, though, that's kind of the wisdom I'm talking about. Like, a lot of dudes your age probably aren't watching James Brown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people my age aren't watching James Brown. Like, that's my parents' generation. So, for you to have the wherewithal to be like, man, let me look at some of these legendary performers, because a James Brown performance is an amazing performance no matter what year it happened in.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, he knew how to rock a stage.
And it's
he had
still
that presence.
like, I don't know how, like, okay, I'm a bit jealous because I look at stuff like Etta James and James Brown and Marvin Gaye, and I'm like, and Aretha Franklin, and I'm like, dang, I wonder if I'm giving that much soul. Like, the amount of soul
Sure.
they giving. They got this Etta James performance, and she do the song, I'd Rather Go Blind.
Yeah.
And it's like 8 minutes, and she's sweating, and it's, I'd rather, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so good. And I'm trying to do that with, look at yourself, accept yourself. Like, I'm trying to do that to me. So it's like, yeah, I think I'll be trying to like, kind of copy them.
Yeah. But you're good at it though, man. Like,
no, definitely.
The music videos, like I was watching, again, I was watching your documentary and I'm watching you rehearse the music video, right? And I'm like, man, he's all of the motion and like he's practicing putting the motion into the music with the visuals, right?
I remember I was watching okay, I probably didn't watch every Tyler the Creator interview. So I was like, okay, who's the next best resource to get knowledge about what he does? So I was watching his manager, Christian Clancy.
Yep.
And I remember it was like this 50-minute interview, but he said it for like 2 minutes. He was like, when Tyler talks about a project, he knows what the movement looks like. And I was like, I need to know what my movement looks like to my music, to my project. And that now I'm like, forever, I always know, okay, this character I have is going to have a certain movement. And that's how I got that intention to do those like dance moves. And I'm like, it just has to be intentional. It has to be like, you have to match the music. It has to, it got to be right.
Yeah, you talked about turning silence into sound, but that also is like the kinetic force.
Yeah.
To create that total, we talked about environmental, but like sensorial experience. Like if I was deaf, would I be able to get it? Yes. You know, if I was blind, would I be able to hear it? Yeah. You know, now you just have to do a food aspect and start handing out food at shows and, and then we're good. But no, that's amazing to hear. I think that actually leads me into, I talked about the kinetic, so we'll talk about the visual, your style, like appearance wise, right? The video we posted as Song of the Week was you, 3 of your homies in like, I think it was a thrift shop. Talk to me about how like you put together this visual, like what, you got colorful shoes. Like I'm a little bit monochrome, except I got my little MF Doom sleeve. Like everybody's kind of got their thing. Talk to me about transferring that, who you are, into the visuals and like the continuous learning process as you evolve. And if that didn't make sense, let me know and I'll try to
I got
because I'm getting like ethereal.
Yeah, it's like I think it starts off simple, but then I hone in. Like everything I do starts from like a thought, and then for some way it just ends up making sense 2 months later. So like I went to the thrift store. It was this thrift store called Vintage NOLA. I was just walking on Magazine Street, and I went in there and I saw this jacket. And I'm like, this jacket is cool. I'm like, it's $20 jacket. I get the jacket. And then I remember I had these pink and black sweatpants, and I had these Adidas. And I was like, I'm going to wear this just because, like, this is just what I feel like wearing. And then I shoot a music video, and then we take pictures, and I say, this is the outfit. Like, this is it. You know what I'm saying? So now I know this is the look. And now I know to say that in the music, $20 jacket. I'm in because I'm literally in the thrift store getting a $20 jacket. And then when I think about that, I also think about, okay, now I know this. But then I think, how do I stand out? Like, I could just walk around the thrift store, of course. But what if I'm like, what a walk in the thrift store?
Yeah.
What if we look like modern day Fat Albert. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I can ride a streetcar. What if I hang out the streetcar? Like, what if I hang out and then put my 3 partners hanging out the streetcar? But they don't just have on anything. Have them wear bright colors.
Yeah.
And then when the camera starts, don't have it just recording the street. Have my face hanging out of there in the beginning second. So I think about that, and it's just like, I like a lot of stuff. I get a lot of inspiration just from art, like the stuff of me on the street called My Partners is me recreating. It's like the New Orleans version of that Everybody Hates Chris scene when they on the bus and they like donut.
Of course,
and that's me doing that, but a New Orleans version on a trolley, a streetcar. So I think it'd be like stuff like that. Like I have these when I hear the songs, I just be getting these visual flashbacks of things I've seen that I enjoy, and I just try to like reference that in my own way. Sometimes it's original, sometimes it's not. It's just like I just try it out and be like, yeah, that's it. So, but I'm getting old. Like the more I do it, I'm not like, it's not accidental. It's like I know it's intentionally standing out. It's like, no, I'm gonna wear this hat every single video, and now it's like, it's so cool. I could wear this. I could wear the outfit for Louisiana forever for all my performances, and nobody be like, he got the same outfit on. Like, of course I have the same outfit on. I'm a character, you know? So it ends up being cool and financially good for me as well, because I don't have to keep buying new outfits. But I just be like, I'm just intentional, you know? So.
Like I said, so we interviewed Tank earlier, and she talked about a very similar thing of like this character that she has kind of created. I can't remember what she called it, but do you kind of have this inner dialogue with yourself between Lareezy and then this other character that you're referring to? Like, do you talk to this character throughout the day?
And does that character change with the project?
Right.
I think yeah, I don't like talk to the character. But I do think about that, like visually, I guess, like this world I'm painting is like I'm this to my now, let's say Louisiana, I was like, I'm like the tour guide and this is my outfit. If I had to show up to work, this would be my outfit. But I think it's just cool. I love that because I discovered that through Tyler, the Creator, when I saw the Call Me If You Get Lost. And that was the first time I've seen or recognized that be done. And I was like, that's so cool. I'm going to do that forever. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm taking that one. So shout out Tyler for being himself, because I stole that. But yeah, I think I'm just always like, I want to just make it cool. And I think you could kind of, it's a great way to like distinguish the different eras of where I'm at in my life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because like we all need help. I was wearing ties on my belt and stuff like that.
Okay.
I don't want to do it anymore. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that was tied to that. So
you've evolved.
Yeah, I've evolved.
Yeah, the character has evolved.
The character has evolved. So it's like, it'll be cool if like I pop out at a concert and wear this outfit for this part of the show 10 years from now. You know, just like, oh my gosh, he's Lareezy. You know, but yeah, and I think it I think I just like making myself a character. I think it just look cool online. And I don't have to get that many outfits. Like, you know, I just could just wear one thing and like keep it the same. People are like, I guess distinguish me with like, oh, I've seen him in that blue jacket. Oh, I've seen this kid in this blue jacket. Oh, he's wearing the blue jacket. I've seen this before.
Yeah.
And like you can remember it. Or like I've seen him in a purple jacket for PJ Morton. I've seen him and it's just like easy to remember. So I'm thinking about that as well.
Yeah, and as you go through life, there'll continue to be more versions. Bill and I have known each other since college, right? There's been, our styles have changed since college. You know, we're I don't want to put our ages out there, but it's been a while since we graduated.
Yeah.
So yeah,
we're not that old.
We're not that old,
bro. You're not old. I don't know why people call me Unc.
Yeah,
and I be like,
you are Unc to somebody, no matter what you
like,
do.
I don't get it. Yeah.
It's like, dang. That's cool though, because I hear you mentioned Kanye, you mentioned Tyler. You know, Kanye had the bear for a while, right? Or versions of the bear, right? Tyler had Flower Boy, Igor, Call Me If You Get Lost, like you said, Chromacopia character. I'm actually curious, because you made a documentary. Do you see yourself getting into more, I guess, elongated film at some point? Because you have a very visual or tangible imagination. Is that something that you've ever thought about exploring, or is it music first and then everything else is the extension of that? Because you mentioned I'm a rapper. That's what I do.
Yeah, nah, everything documented. I got a camera at 17 after I saw the Genius documentary. I said, I need to do this now. So I got videos, me working on music at 16, 17, performances in front of 3 people. Like,
Cool.
I'm going to have my documentary. Like, I got everything recorded whenever the time right. I
And-
said I'm going to do it once I get my first Grammy. I don't know. I could just be saying it. That's when I want to do it. But yeah, everything documented. I definitely got a documentary.
And we'll put 5 seconds of this clip in.
Yep, definitely.
There it
Yep.
is, for sure.
Yeah.
One of the things I noticed, man, and you notice it on the We All Need Help album, but one of the things I peeped in the documentary was you have like self-affirmations written on your wall. And then I think you also, I can't remember what song it is, but you mentioned one of the self-affirmations as you're brushing your teeth in the morning.
Yeah.
What do those mean to you? When did you start doing that? Like, where did that idea come from? And then the mental health aspect also. Like, there's definitely some mental health aspects prevalent in your music, especially on the We All Need Help album. Where did all that stuff come from?
I think it came during COVID.
Yeah.
I think the world was exposed to this new form of mindset during COVID, and I kind of got it from my dad and my Umi, my bonus mom. I just remember them like kind of just writing things on their mirror and stuff like that, and I was like, oh. And then my dad was telling me like, you gotta say you the greatest 100 times to feel like you the greatest. I'll go in the mirror and be like, I'm the greatest, I'm the greatest, I'm the greatest, I'm the greatest. And like saying that a bunch. And then I just started to realize like the words you say come back to you. Like everything is just like a boomerang. And
cyclical for sure.
Yeah, and I think once I realized that, I was like, I'm gonna just go crazy with it. Now I'm a Grammy winner. I am the greatest. My name, my energy lives forever. Like I was like, oh yeah, I can just. There's no limitation to what a affirmation is. So I would say that, and then the question about tying that into We All Need Help is the mind is the most valuable, one of the most valuable things as a human. It's the most powerful gift we have because it can get so much knowledge. It can remember so much stuff. It creates your reality. So if I tell myself every day, I'm an ugly person, or if I saying things like, I don't look good, like, I don't like when I wear that, I don't like that. Whenever it's time for whatever, I'm not going to like it. And that you're going to keep getting these situations where someone going to actually take a picture and it's going to be like, I don't like how I look. Or, you know what I'm saying? But to me, I'd be like, I look good. Like, every day I look good. And then, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm put in a song. I look good. I feel good because it's an affirmation. So let me just say it in a song. And now I want 100,000 people to feel like they look good and they feel good. So, but it's just tying like to the mind. And I realized that and I'm like, oh, I can trick people now with music and just have them saying affirmations through catchy melodies. So that's how I kind of had that. And We All Need Help was kind of like that as well. Like it was more like we all need help, and like if I just make it sound cool, then it might raise some awareness to somebody, and they might make a change, and they might think, because with thought comes change, you know. So yeah.
And I think about like one of the things that I noticed or noted, I should say, when I was listening to your music is like, man, this dude is confident. Like there's a level of confidence that he brings to the room, and it comes from that, right? Like I think people who are struggling to figure out who they are and what it is that they're trying to get out of their life are people that don't have a level of confidence. And you have that level of confidence. I think it's one of the reasons why you've been able to be so successful and you've been able to accomplish so much at such a young age. You know, there are people who are getting ready for their 21st birthday who have no idea what they want to do with their life. And you're on album 4, getting ready to put out album 5. Like there's a different, but it takes confidence to get there. And so you can hear it with, you know, the self-affirmations have worked.
Like, it's like the confidence just comes from working. Like, LeBron James is confident because he's put in his entire life to basketball. So he has no fear on the court because like, well, hopefully those last 30 years would back me up when I step on the court. You know, it's like I made over, I don't know, 400 songs or something like that. It's like, no, I know I'm that guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm working. Like, so yeah.
Wow,
You
that's what's
I
up.
feel like it's just better to be confident than non-confident.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And nobody ever made any sort of impact in any realm saying they couldn't. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So for anybody who is thinking they couldn't or shouldn't or wouldn't, that's like the guaranteed road to nowhere. That's the fastest road to nowhere.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you gotta be It's like if I wouldn't believe in Superman if he didn't believe he was Superman.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
Superman gotta believe he's Superman for me to believe in Superman.
Mhm.
So I gotta believe I'm this person if I want millions of people to believe in what I gotta say.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know?
Nah, for sure, man. I wanted to ask you also, so our first kind of cool break that we got was we got to interview Lar Russell. Very organic. Like we got to he hit us up on Instagram. Same thing. Like he saw something that we posted about him and hit us up. I saw that you went out to Vallejo and got to meet Lar Russell, and I was watching the YouTube video and you said to him like, man, you're kind of the first rapper that's messed with me. You know what I mean? That's like kind of
Embraced
me and like gave me a shot to do some cool stuff with him. I just want to hear about your experience with them because we had an awesome experience. Bill didn't get to go, but our other co-host Dave
One
got to
day.
go. And so I'm just curious what your experience was like with him and like what type of game he gave you.
You know, it's funny because he gave me a game, but I really got game by just watching and observing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lar Russell hit me up. I was posting Buku Reels for We All Need Help, and Tieta, shout out Tieta, she saw it, she was liking it.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then I saw I was like, oh, that's fire. Turned my phone off, went back. She had like 50 posts or something like that. I was like, aha!
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, she tapped in. And then Lar Russell hit me up, because he hit me up a few times. And then he hit me up, he was like, man, you gotta get out here. I was like, give me to the end of the month. I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna try to sell some shirts and get out there. He was like, man, I got you, bro. So he got me out there. And as soon as I landed and he was finishing up. I landed at 9 a.m. He was finishing up a radio episode. And like, so that was early. I was like, it was like a Thursday or something. I think I got there. He was doing a radio episode. And then I remember, I landed on a Friday. And then I remember after that, we went to the place that, like his house or the compound. We doing a podcast. After that, we working on music. And I'm just like, it makes sense. That's like, this dude is successful because he works. After we did the podcast in the studio session, we went and got food. After that, finished more music. After that, we did a 4-hour rehearsal. Like, that's what he had to do for his, the shows he doing now. He was rehearsing that last year. They was recording the content. Afterwards, he did another interview with somebody. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, the next day, he performed the whole day in the park or something like that. And I'm like, this is why he's successful. Because he works nonstop. He works. He doesn't complain. He gives good energy to the people around him. They're working because they believe in this mission and this passion. The dude just worked. That's why I say hung out with Lar Russell. Realize this shit not magic. Because it's not. It literally worked. And I got so much energy from that. He also challenged me to get 250,000 followers before the year over.
I was going to ask you about that. You're at like 157 last I looked?
158.
158? Okay.
So I got
some.
Yeah, my bad.
I got some more stuff dropping to try to get there. So, but I'm saying I was at 100, and I'm like, I got, it's just a chip on my shoulder. But outside of that, though, just seeing how much he worked, I just had so much inspiration. Seeing how much he valued his culture of the Bay Area, how much they grooved and like they just love where they from so much. And I took that back, and then that's how I made Welcome to Louisiana, because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do that, but in my fashion, in my New Orleans way. And I was like, I'm gonna just work on music every day, like Lar Russell. So like, as soon as I got back, like 30 days, I was just making songs every day. And yeah, that's how I made Welcome to Louisiana. And then after that, all of that inspiration from that trip has given me all the inspiration to just keep running how I'm running now. So shout out Lar Russell.
Yeah, I had
everybody else, like good Malachi, Tieta, Splash, Clado, Kenzo, Mike G. I'm probably forgetting all about the whole team.
Everyone.
We got to spend time with Splash, Malachi. We didn't get to talk to Tieta a ton, but we did get to meet her. I had a similar experience, man. Like I left and got back to DC and was like very inspired.
Yeah.
Upped my work ethic, right? I felt like I had been working hard, but like, so when we got,
I thought I was
you know
working
what I mean? You
hard.
thought you was working hard. Then we get there. So we get there. Lar Russell does a show in the backyard that day. Then I think he jetted to San Fran. I think he did another show that night. We texted him in between shows, like, man, the show was dope. Like, you know, when we didn't really know what time we were doing the podcast with him, he's like, I'll hit you up tomorrow. He was like, I'll hit you up around, or he said, hit me up around noon. So we're like, all right, cool. We don't want to hit him right at noon because we don't want to be thirsty, but we also want to hit him up. He texted me a couple minutes before noon, like, are you guys ready? Pulled up, did the whole thing. And then I think he left our Airbnb, went back to Oakland or something like that, did another interview, and then came back and played racquetball with us. Just working. And yeah, there was a grind to it, but I think what I left their whole situation thinking was like, they have a team that has passion and they're all working, right? Like you said, Splash, Malachi, Tieta, the other people that you name, like they all are kind of working towards a common goal and they all understand that their role is important in the whole machine that they have going on there.
And they care about the culture.
Yes,
like
100%.
Him taking the time to bring me there. He don't know me. You know, he don't have to do. Nobody has done this. This man took his own money that he worked hard for and got me there to hang out with them just to enjoy myself, do something different. And it's like, like that literally goes to show he cares about the future. He cares about the culture that's coming up. And like, just he got on the call with my mom to make, because my mom was like, who's Lar Russell? Like he talked to my mom, he talked to my dad, he was talking to my auntie, like he made sure somebody picked me up, got me to where I gotta go, my hotel, like all of that. Like I was just so grateful. I'm like, this is a genuine person. And I think I noted that because I was like, I want to be this for anyone I meet. You know what I'm saying? Anyone I want to do whatever with. Like, I just remember that. And it just, you know, such a great time. It felt good to be embraced, you know?
Yeah. Our thing is called Good People Content. And so we kind of told him, like, man, for us, for our first big break or big interview to be you and to be like the energy to be so genuine. And the same thing with you, like to continue to get people that kind of fall under this tent of good people has been a blessing for us, for sure.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, shout out to Russell, man.
For sure.
Great person.
Yeah. Well said. I wasn't there, so well said.
It's all good, man.
But should we do song of the week?
Yeah, let's wrap.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to go first?
Sure.
Go for it, man.
So, song of the week. You're going to be the first artist I've ever done 2 song of the weeks for. So there we go. Venus Flytrap. I mentioned. Yeah, that's that one. See,
Venus Flytrap. Nobody tell me anything about Venus Flytrap.
Well, see, that's why you
come to Good People.
That's why you come here.
We know the good music,
man. Appreciate it.
I mentioned the bass earlier. That it just kind of crawls on your shoulders. You know what I mean? I heard the Venus and Serena lines. I was like, this is really a student because every rapper at some point should mention Venus and Serena Williams. So check.
Yeah.
Right. But then I love like this life you gave the game, the culture of this living, breathing thing that can either ensnare you or it can show mercy to you because a fly trap doesn't always close, right? But you presenting that in a unique way, because I've never heard like the motif or metaphor of basically a carnivorous plant. Now, I have my own version of that when I'm writing and doing my thing, but to hear that presented in such a unique way with that bass, with the layered vocals and the hook, I was like, this is strong,
man.
So,
I mean, yeah, Venus Flytrap is. It was just like I want to talk about the trap, but like in a cool way, like So the Venus. And that was my favorite part too.
Yeah.
And the way the beat was so like weird. It was one of them beats I made like last year, and then I just found it one day. Like it was actually called The Heart. That was like me trying to make the Heart Part 5. You know what I'm saying? And then that do-do-doom, and I was like, just turned 20, dreaming about 20 million, but just got $20.
Yeah.
Apple Music subscription just called, wish they gave a holler. Cause that literally was just, Apple Music had just charged me $20, man. I was like, dang, I was blowed. Yeah, but thank you, Venus Flytrap. I love that.
For sure. And then so for mine, I went with Growing Pains. off of We All Need Help.
Uh-huh.
So Bill knows, like, I love a melodic hook, right? So the H-E-L-P-P, like, I love that song, man. And again, I'm fascinated by, at such a young age, your ability to have this wisdom, right? And there's, we all need help, right? Like,
Literally.
we all are going through things. Like, I always try to remember, like, when I'm dealing with somebody who's having a bad day or putting me in a bad space mentally because of something they're going through, it's like, you have to remember, like, everybody has stuff that they're going through and stuff that they're dealing with. And sometimes you have to kind of remove yourself from the situation and understand, like, man, people are going through stuff. And again, I'm fascinated by your ability. I didn't understand that when I was your age. It took me time and wisdom and years to gain that understanding. So that's my song of the week, is Growing Pains.
Growing Pains. We all need help. Yeah, Growing Pains is me trying to be like Webby, INDE.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was me, but it didn't, like, it was just more melodic, but yeah.
I'm not gonna pick two songs, but I also love Metamorphosis.
That's my favorite song.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites also. But I wanted to throw something else out there, but that's one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah, Metamorphosis is so timeless. Every time I perform it, it's just like good.
And you said you wrote that about your girl, right?
Yep. Yeah. It was like a letter to my girlfriend, but it wasn't like a love letter. It was more like a real letter, So
Sure.
yeah.
Do you got a song of the week for us?
Let me think. My song of the week actually is gonna be my song "Reason" off of the project with PJ Morton. I got another song as well. That's not me, but if I had to plug me, and I'm gonna tell you why.
You can pick two. You're the guest. You can pick as many as you want.
I just realized this. I didn't know this. I was shooting the visuals to this, and I rhyme the entire first verse with Orleans, and I'm gonna rap it. I said, King Lareezy walk. We gotta do a count for this. I said, King Lareezy walking around the streets of New Orleans, playing my life in my head like a sax or accordion, dreaming about some acres in the mule, rewrite what stories been. Cause when distracted from the world, can't see what a glory is. So I prophesied to the world something like a Lord did, holding on to my time, something like a hoarder is. When they get stolen, niggas is searching for their fortune. You won't get that back just like we ain't get back our horses. I'm forcing, cause the stars in the waters misusing forces. Wolf of Wall Street misguided niggas in these courses, atrocious. We stuck at the barnyard with this bullshit. Better swing, get your ass out the bullpen. The ocean is filled with elitists, killers, and abortions. Presidents and activists that's trapped inside a Trojan. I'm knowing there's potential behind the cover that's haunted. It take a higher power to make life, so let the horns in.
Come on now.
Oh my
Come on now.
God.
Yeah.
What? That's so crazy. I don't even know I did that.
That was like 27 from what I counted.
That was crazy.
Unofficial count, 27 rhymes with Orleans or the O sounds. So.
Man, yeah.
That was fire.
Thank you.
Well written. Damn. Damn.
Yeah.
I like the Trojan bar.
Yeah. Yeah. What else? What else is my song of the week? I really like Love by Donny Hathaway right now.
Okay.
That's just one of them ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another song that I wanted to talk about, I forgot to get to, is Baby. The song about New Orleans, man. It reminds me of did you pull from what's Kanye's song about Chicago? Is it
Homecoming?
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
Homecoming.
It was actually from Gloria from Kendrick Outro.
Ooh.
Yeah. Because when I heard that.
Okay.
Actually, when I was in Vallejo, he had dropped GNX like that exact day, and I remember I was in a hotel, and then he got to the line, "Ain't no bit like my bit, cause that bit is my pen." I said, "Oh my," and I was like, "I'm gonna do that." And then the time happened, I was like, "I'm taking that one, Kendrick." So yeah, that's where I got that from.
Bro, what you got to talk to Kendrick a little bit, right?
Yeah.
What type of game did Kendrick give you? Can you share it?
I think his presence was enough game.
Yeah.
No glaze. I'm glazing. But yeah, he was just like, I know you doing your thing. My homeboy be sending me your stuff. Shout out his homeboy. And he said, you represent New Orleans well, keep it up. And then I was just like, appreciate it. That mean a lot. And then, I mean, I said in the Clips remix, like Kendrick co-sign took the confidence way high. So it's like, after that, it's like,
the affirmations change. And
exactly.
More
the confidence continues to grow.
Yeah.
No, not to glaze.
I can't really explain it right now. I'm still processing. Still processing it, but confidence is on a whole
Well,
other level.
and like
As it should be.
you are going through a similar path that can, right? Like if you
Yeah.
go back and look at some of the Kendrick mixtapes, like
Dr. Dre, finding
yeah,
out about
like
him.
you're building in that same way, man. Like the Grammy's coming. It's coming,
When
man.
I tell you, I be like, history look like it's repeating itself, man. You know, so I definitely pay very close attention to his upcoming, you know, the projects, why the remixes, the type of projects, when was it the right time for this, the features, very calculated. I'm paying attention to all of it, and I'm you know, adding to my journey because I know, okay, this is my big project I have in mind. This is my Good Kid, Mad City. It ain't time for it yet. I may mention it just to like, you know, build up the what is he talking about, you know? So
And you got time.
yep, I got time, man. I'm young.
As long as you got to create a bone in your body,
Yeah,
you got time.
Yep, literally. So,
which is something that isn't always said. But we'll say it.
Yep.
If you got a reason to create, you should create it.
You should. It's your human obligation to create. If not, I feel like you're like doing a disservice to the world, you know, because like, why be here? You know what I'm saying? You're here to experience the times, and express it. You know what I'm saying? It makes you feel good. It makes you feel good. So
Yeah. That's what's up. I have one like quick hitter question that I like to ask everybody.
Oh yeah.
And so I have this theory. And this theory is, I don't know how distinguished this theory is.
We're gathering data.
Exactly.
Is basically how we're doing it.
But I feel like most Black households are either Michael Jackson households or Prince households. They're not necessarily both. And I'm curious, you mentioned Mike once already. I'm curious if your household was one or the other, and if so, which one was it?
Oh yeah, I was Michael Jackson for sure. It wasn't even, I don't even know if it was like the household. It was just me. Like I was just playing it. I just really found out about Prince like 2 years ago. Like I always heard him, but then I started listening. I'm like, I started listening actually because of Kendrick. I was like, let me find out what Prince about. And I was like, oh, I get it. You know, so
it's incredible music.
Yeah.
I was the same way though. Like we grew up on Mike. Like but the first albums that I had were J5, Jackson 5, I would say Thriller and Bad were like some of the first couple albums that I first started listening to.
Yeah, nah, my grandma had sold me a Michael Jackson glove when I was 4, and I performed as Michael Jackson at her and my grandpa anniversary party. Like my dad had held my pants when I did the lean. All the crowd was my family, my auntie. They were like, some type of way that played to the extent of who I am now, but like
it always does.
Michael Jackson for sure. That's crazy. Cause I think about it now, I'm like, dang, like it's kids today dress up as Michael Jackson. I'm like, do you see how crazy that impact is? Like,
he's been,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
16 years ago, I think.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
When we first started kind of introducing that topic, we Bill and I talked about it, and we were like, is he the most famous person ever? You know what I mean? Like he's up there. Like he's on the short list.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that guy. It's like everything he's done. Literally, like it's like everyone would be chasing his like status of what great is. It's like he set the bar in freaking heaven, and we all just like, you know, trying.
He got to a level of fame that people don't necessarily want to get to anymore.
Yeah,
he showed us the apex. Like you said, he set the bar in heaven, and we're in the clouds. Like,
right.
I still got that far to
go. It's just like this man was him at 5 years old. So it's like, of course, he's gonna make Thriller at 24. That's like me making Thriller in 40.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine, like, you know, like I imagine, but I don't know. It's just that's a whole another world.
A lot of stars got to align to make a Thriller, or even an Off the Wall, because he was 19 when he made Off the Wall, but he's an 11-year vet. So it's like you got the reps, but you get the blessing of getting the reps early.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like by 10 years old, you know how to make a hit. And it's like,
by 10 years old, you've made 20 hits.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You might be doing it with your brothers.
You've been on the Ed Sullivan Show, and performing in Vegas and all that.
That's that guy right there. Shout out Mike.
So one more to the Mike tally.
Yes. I don't know if we have any Prince votes yet.
I think we have one.
I really never thought about that. I'm sure now you say there is a world where Prince was like the household.
Prince was incredibly talented. Like, so I got a homeboy that his family was Prince. Like they're not big Michael people. Again, they acknowledge how talented Michael was. But when they were gonna put some music on, they were gonna put on Prince. My house, it was the opposite. We was gonna put on some Mike. Again, I love Prince. Purple Rain, all this stuff. Like he's incredible. But I was a Mike guy.
What's your favorite Mike song? You had to give me one.
Man, I love PYT. PYT's up there.
That's so good.
Probably Man in the Mirror though.
Oh,
Probably Man in the Mirror.
I referenced that so many times.
Probably Man in the Mirror.
Yeah, Rock With You.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And then and then Baby Be Mine. It alternates, but those two.
I think mine might be Human Nature.
That's a great one.
Yep.
I think Bad is my favorite Michael Jackson album.
Okay.
And that's got Man in the Mirror on it, so I that's why.
Man in the Mirror is one of them ones, like especially the performance. Michael Jackson, if y'all know, watch it. Michael Jackson live. What's it? How you say it? Buka Charles? Bucha? I don't know how you say it. Y'all know what I'm talking about though.
They know.
Bucha Taz, something like that. And he performing. I gotta pull this up, Noah.
Go for it.
Hold up.
I'm not sure which one you're talking about, to be honest.
Hold up.
Do you know?
I might.
Man
I might
in
just
the
need to see it.
Mirror. It's this. I think it's the best Man in the Mirror performance. It's spelled Bucharest. Bucharest.
Bucharam? Can I say? Bucharest, maybe. Live 1922, 1992. Bucharest?
We're going to do some research.
However you're
putting me on. I'm not hip to that one.
This performance is, to me, the best Man in the Mirror performance. Like, he's literally falling on the ground, crying. And it's so emotional. You. Like, it's crazy. He's literally like roaring on. It's so good.
We talked about, again, with the first time we had the conversation, like, one of the things I said was like, he's the first funeral that I watched on TV. You know what I mean? Like, it had never crossed my mind to watch somebody, the first funeral I watched on TV and the first funeral I cared about of somebody that I had never met before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the level of fame and influence he got to, where
we talk about him as if like he's still like, you know what I'm saying? That dude, he the GOAT, man.
Yeah. Tupac is like that. I was watching Big Boy, not the rapper, but the radio personality out in LA. He did All the Smoke with Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes, and they asked him about his relationship with Pac, and he said the same thing. He was like, man, Pac has been gone at this point for 30-something years, and people still talk about him like he's still here.
Yeah, there's a few people who really like, and that's fire to me. Like, I feel like that just speaks to the being authentic with your craft and a human message, something that makes people feel something. Like MF Doom, like I listened to. I never heard it, but I listened to it recently. Well, I heard it a couple years ago when I listened to Mad Villainy.
Yep.
And then I didn't remember though. But then I really heard Fancy Clown. Oh my gosh, that song is so good, and I'm just like, it feels so new. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, I love now. I hear you in the background, and then when you learn the stories, and it's like, it's currently, it may have happened however long. When did the album come out?
2004.
I was born in 2004.
Big MF Doom fan right here.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, but to me, now I'm living with that song every day. It's new to me. So it's like, that's so.
He released 3 albums that year.
Yeah. Well,
real?
Yeah.
And when we first started, man, you were talking about this desire to create something timeless, right? And that's what those people have done, and that's what I think you're doing and will continue to do. Is you'll continue to create things that people always go back to. Like, I've gone back to the We All Need Help album several times already, and I'm still being introduced to your music, but that one I feel like is one that I'm always going to come back to. Is like, there's emotion that that album evokes in me, right? And like, that's the goal, man. Even with us trying to do podcasting, like, we want to create conversations that people always come back to.
Man, you know how many I love podcasts.
Same.
Informational podcast, like things of value. It's just like, it helps me as an artist. Like, that's my reference of gaining knowledge. You know what I'm saying? It's like I read articles like when people write them, but like when an artist do a podcast, like, I'm watching it to gain knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And people gonna watch this 10, 15, 20 years from now, just how I'm watching stuff from 20 years ago. You know, so. Anyone in the future, how you doing?
Check us out.
You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you for tuning in.
That's right. That's right. I think that's probably a good note to end on, don't you?
I think it's
Unless
perfect.
you have any other questions.
No, I just want to say thank you for the time.
I appreciate
the transparency, the openness. We loved having you. hopefully first of future meetings. But in
Yep.
the
We're gonna be back because I got more projects we gotta talk about.
Yeah,
So.
we're gonna come back to New Orleans. We got way more New Orleans artists we got to mess with.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah. Well, Bill said it best. We appreciate you. It's been awesome.
Yeah,
Sitting down
I
and chatting.
appreciate y'all. This
Yeah.
was a great time.
For sure, man. This is Song of the Week. I'm Jordan. This is Bill. That's
I'm
the man.
Lareezy.
That's the man, Lareezy. We out of here.